Hey everyone, this is Jacob Palmer here. Obviously, I started our live a little bit late than I thought. Um, I thought I would have had it on 919, but um, there were some stuff that I had to set up first. But anyway, I am getting a reading out for my lovely Aquarius. So if you are a Aquarius that is listening in, feel free to drop on by. It is your lovely live going on with your man Jake Palmer. Anyway, we're gonna start off with a brand new deck that I have not done on live in pretty much a long while. This is called the Cosmic Cat Wisdom Cards. So some of you could be pretty much aware of these cards, or maybe used this deck before. Some of you haven't, so it's okay if you guys have not used these cards at all. It would be a pretty cool time to understand them, or if you are wanting to get used to them, by all means. But anyway, we're gonna start this live off with this very special one with the Cosmic Cat Wisdom cards. So let's go ahead and see what is in store for my lovely Aquarius. What is in store? um, so we have a lot to mention. Because this is the moment where a third party smiled or smirked in your direction, thinking they cool, thinking they sly, thinking they got one underneath you, but you saw that coming from a mile away. You knew that they were gonna do that. So basically, you saw that and you went, bye. And it was kind of like that very instant moment of like confirmation of like something happening, where it's like somebody had some curiosity, somebody smirked, somebody thought they were gonna be like, I'm gonna get something underneath Aquarius. But guess what this cat is doing? They're in some risky waters. Very, very risky waters. So it's kind of like they're unzipping the bag from where they are, and they're like jumping into some very murky waters. And this person is like, I got Aquarius where I got them, but they got spooked about the water. It's like by the time that you left, by the time that you ran out, or maybe you stormed your way out, or maybe you walked your way on out, or maybe you just said nothing and just left. It's like this person is like, oh shit, I'm in some risk right now. Oh shit. Oh shit, I'm in some risk right now. And you're like, yeah, yeah, you serves you right. Serves you right. You're like, you, like I said in the details in the description box that is a part of the live. Um, Basically, you have your eyes on your prize. You're like, I know what I'm doing. I know what you going to, you know. That's what you have in your energy where it's like you got this focus about you. You got this like laser vision eyes going about where it's like um I wouldn't say like physically like you have like laser beam eyes kind of a thing, but it's kind of just like your mindset is laser eyes. Your mindset is like lasered focus. Like you know what you're supposed to be doing. And this third party is like, can I get one on you? Can I get one on you? Can I do this? Can I do that? Can I get one through? Can I get something at least into your vibe? But you're like, no, you're you. This is like where you dropped that no bomb, where it's like you've been just accumulating. Maybe some point in time you may have been like, this is not going to work out for me. I don't want this. This is too crazy. And and this is somebody that wants to keep you in their field, that wants to keep you in tight rather than like free as a bird. This is somebody that is a hoarder, not a flocker. So that's why you're in the stage of focus, or maybe already doing focus, because you know what you're about, you know what you're doing, you know what your end goal is, you know. And this third party just never wants to end, never wants to stop, never wants to doubt their shortcomings. Because the third party's like, can we just continue to be at least friends? Can we continue to at least care for one another? But the thing is that like I feel like so many people have driven your care to the utmost end. You're just like, I don't care if I banish you. I don't care about me banishing 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 you. You're just like in the stage now where it's just like clean slate, baby. Clean fucking straight. Flush. It's like giving me this energy of like you just gathered all these shitty ass fucking people, shitty ass fucking energies, placed it into a toilet and went bye bye, and the toilet started flushing and draining all these people, and they're like, no, save me, and you're just like bye bye, go on about your mama, go about your father, bye bye. So you were the one that was always um, persistent on your great goal. Your great goal. You were persistent on your great goal. And these third parties were like, oh man, I wish I had persistence. I wish I had this. I wish I had that. These are energy stealing ass mofos that are entering into your energy, trying to take your course, trying to take your care, trying to take your prize, trying to be the risk taker. But the thing is that you always been a risk taker. You've always been keeping your eyes on the prize. You've always been caring. You've always been staying on your course. and these mofos want to keep you off your course. These people just don't fucking get it. That's why. Sorry for my language if some of you are too young to be hearing it, but this is automatic truth here. Like automatic truth. Like nothing but the absolute truth. Any more cards for the Aquarius after the one that just flipped over? Not yet? Okay. So we have independence. If some of you have been maybe trapped in codependence, if some of you have been trapped into some kind of cooperation, where it's like somebody's like, you better sit down and you better stay there. And you're like, who told you to make me codependent? Who made you tell me I was supposed to be cooperative? I'm the one that's independent here. I feel like, I feel like you may be saying this to the third party, or maybe somebody that influenced the third party. To tell the third party that they think that you're the hot stuff, and created some kind of fight where it's like these people are like bickering side by side with each other, gossiping, talking to each other, going like, "Hey, Aquarius is awesome over there. Why don't you go ahead and chase after them?" And this third party is like, okay, let's go chase after them. And you're like, you gotta be out of your fucking mind there. And that is like your cutoff goal, where it's just like once you have enough evidence, once you have everything in the bag, it's cut off, clean slate, bye-bye. Because okay, so this third party did not want you to relax. They wanted you to always be on your game and always move around and always do that and always do this and always, move around and yeah. But the thing is that you're about to get relaxation. You're about to get relaxed. You're about to go like, okay, so you're gonna play about that, huh? You're gonna play in my field saying that I shouldn't relax? Well, yeah, I'm gonna relax now. And too bad. Too bad if you say I couldn't relax. Because I'm relaxing now and this is your end game. Bye-bye. And this third party is like, oh no, you shouldn't be going there. No, you shouldn't be going there. That's too crazy. Don't go into relaxation. That's not the right thing to do. But the thing is that you took up so many accumulation, you took up so many derivative agitation, and also you took up a lot of derogatory, that you just said enough is enough. And this joke is like, I finally get it. I finally got it. I got my chore done. This is the type of person that like doesn't do shit. They don't do jack shit. This is the type of person that wears the exact same clothes every single day. This is the same person that does not sweep, does not mop, does not vacuum, does not do any shit at all. They might do very hindering things, very, very tiny, itsy bitsy stuff, but they never really do actual stuff. They never really do realistic things that is aligned to them, to the highest purpose. They only go for the lowest purpose, never the highest. They're like, the highest purpose is too risky. The highest purpose is too risky. The highest purpose is too much. Because this is the type of person that complains and complains and complains and complains and complains and complains. Continually complains. And never really, for once, say something that is outside of the complaints. You're like, can you take care of this? 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 And you're like, I wish. Or maybe you could be saying, you wish. You wish I could. Yeah, this is literally somebody that will just always try to get into your ear or your person's ear or your friend's ears, or it could be even just your parents' ears. This is this type of somebody that always has to talk about something. Always has to talk about something. They could at least for the least part come in and say like, hey, the task is done, can I move on to the next one? And they're like, sure, move on to the next one. And by the time that they come back, it would be literally like 30 minutes. If that person was tasked um, to what you call that, the water vacuum, steam clean the carpets that stretch out for at least a mile, like just goes for a long stretch, it's like they finish at 30 minutes and they come back talking to the person that they're like, I'm done, can we move on to the next one? And it's like they really did not steam clean that entire area. All they did was just do spot by spot by spot and just never really did the entire stretch. They did not do the entire stretch. The entire stretch is actually what should have been done. You know? And they're like, oh, I gotta be quick, I better be quick so that I can see Aquarius. And and you're innocent. You, Aquarius, you're innocent. This third party is the opposite of innocent. Guilty. 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 So this third party is like kind of like at this very point in time, I feel like they're now in a stalemate where it's just like, well, I guess if I can't get Aquarius, then I'll sneak right back to them and see if they want me. That's the type of person that is nonstop trying to go after you. You got to be very careful about that. You got to be very careful. And yeah, this third party is not getting the memo. They are not getting the memo of looking through with fresh eyes. You're the one that's looking through with fresh eyes. This third party is like, well, what can I do next about Aquarius? What can I do next for them? What can I do next to throw them off guard? But you're the one that's just like tilting your head, going like, really? Really? We're going to play this game? You're like shrugging your shoulders, moving your arms, going like, okay, if you want to play that game, let's play that game. It's like that quick little dime switch where it's just like, instead of like it landing on heads for the third party, it's landing on heads for you, Aquarius. It's like, oh yeah, you want to be rough? Let's get rough. And they shake out of it and they're like, whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing? And you're like, oh yeah? Guess who the real innocent person is now? You are, Aquarius. You're the one that's the innocent person, and this third party starts to spew out something that they should like in their mind was trying to keep silent, trying to keep together, where they're like, I better hope Aquarius doesn't hear this. I better hope Aquarius doesn't hear this. Because I really wanna hold Aquarius tight, but basically you're the one that is just like taking a fresh breath. You're entering into a very new stage of innocence. Very new stage of innocence. And here comes your person. Here comes your twin flame coming in, going like, maybe they could be like on that show where it's like exposed. Yeah, it's like exposed. True Grit. I think that's what it was called. But I'm not saying that they are on there, or maybe who knows, maybe they are on there, and that's how you met them. But I feel like this is the type of person that that maybe I feel like they are the ones that just maybe just find some kind of exposure when it comes to this third party, where it's like you've been beat down and beat down and beat down and beat down and beat down. But the thing is that like this was energetically a catalyst for your person to stomp their foot onto the ground, and they're like enough. and see this cat just like freeze in mid motion right after they have broken a plant. It's like they break a plant, and your person shows up, and they're like, stop, and this person's like, what, what? I didn't do this. I didn't do this. This wasn't me. This was Aquarius. But this third party gets caught in the act. Their words slip out. Their thoughts show. Their fakeness slips. Their frisky actions show towards the wrong person. And here comes this slap on the face, slap on the hand. Could possibly be two women. Your person could be a woman if you're a man. This could be a entire bitch slap. You know, you're like, oh no, I don't want a bitch slap. No, I don't want that. Or maybe this third party could be like that. Your third party's like, oh no, I don't want a bitch slap. But the thing is that your person is going to see this one way or another and get so furious to the point that they bitch slap. And I feel like they do not bitch slap you. I feel like they do not do that to you. I feel like they hold you on to the highest of regard, and actually put you onto your throne if you haven't yet already, or maybe if you've been on your throne, this is kind of like a return to the throne. Because your person is like, okay, I see it now. And they basically, did you see that curiosity card earlier? This is the other end of that. Safety. Where they decline the risk. Where it's like they zip the zipper right back up while still looking out. It's kind of just like, I don't want to go out there, but I'm still able to see through it. And cautious. It's like this third party is like, oh, I better get back into my hiding. But this is the moment when you and your person are bewaring of the hounds. It's like, you have something great, you have something wonderful and worth keeping, and these hounds are like, it could be like a lot like the story of the three pigs and the wolf that goes huff puff and I'll blow your house down. And I feel like this is kind of just like giving me this energy of like, this third party just does not want to let up. They do not want to let up. But the thing is that their physical motions, are moving into this. Their physical motion, not emotions, motions. Their physical motions move into this. It's like, it's kind of like a flip on a dime, where it's like the energy of what God is saying. God is like, oh, so you're going to attack the Aquarius, huh? You're going to do all these games against the Aquarius, huh? You're going to continually make fun of Aquarius, huh? Well, guess what? The games are about to reverse. The games are about to make a 180. And some of you could be like, yes, finally, karma. And this is like, without a doubt, karma. This is without a flippin' deal, karma. It's karma, baby. And they about to receive it one way or another. And they're going like, oh no, it wasn't me. It wasn't me, no. And they're getting swarmed by hawks. They're being swarmed by vultures. They're being swarmed by eagles. They're being swarmed by owls. They're being swarmed by some kind of big bird that maybe it could be a raven. They're being swarmed by some of the world's most smartest birds. Or maybe even some of the most predatorial birds out there. The ones that can swoop you up in a single instant and kill you on sight. So it's kind of like this energy of like a backfire, where it's like this third party is like throwing spells at you, curses at you, trying to throw you off guard with their energy, and then all of a sudden God slams the paper on the door or slams the paper on the desk and goes like, okay, somebody better tell me about this goddamn paper, or else shit's gonna hit the fan. And you're like, look, God, I've always been faithful for you, and I follow your steps every which way, and I know you recognize me even from a mile away, even from multiple countries away. You still recognize me. And God is like, says like, okay, I understand that deal. That's reasonable. Because you know exactly what God has in store. And you're not going to test your luck upon it, where it's just like you have that really really bad phrase of like anti-God. Never ever 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 be anti-God. That's the one thing that you Aquariuses should not do, is be anti-God. That is the most fundamental thing that you should not do, is go up against God. And this is what this third party is going to do. This third party is going to be like, face me then, God. That's what this third party is going to ultimately state. And God is going to be like, oh, okay. Here's a paper of $1 million. And yeah, I'm going to take your house. I'm going to take your car. I'm going to take your advice of such a connection with the ones that you love. There are going to be some possible debts in your life. There are going to be some police interactions with your life. There's going to be a lot to pay for now. There's going to be law. And this third party's like crying, whimpering, going like, why? But the thing is that you stood up the right way. You stood up the right way. And God pretty much looked at you and said, thank you for showing me how you feel throughout this moment. This is exactly what I've been looking for. And it's like, this could be possibly somebody that states that they got rich, states that they flowing with money, but it's like they come in going like, oh yeah, if you have so many money, then prove it. Prove it on this paper. And that's when all hell is yet to be paid by this third party. So let's go ahead and see with the interaction of your person. Let's go ahead and see what that's about. Aquarius with their person. Let's see what that is about. Ooh, look at that. So we got some pretty good cards when it came out to you and your person. So we had self-care. And I can literally like imagine you, Aquarius, is going like, I've had so much self-care in this life that all it is just self-care. The thing is that you and your person are coming together in this self-care. That's what's happening. Is that I feel like you were the first to enter self-care. You were the first when it came to self-care. And by the time that this third party came around, it's like they were trying to snag on that, but your person realized it. Your person awoken their self up to it, or awakened, or how do you state it as? Because they are realizing it since a long time ago, pretty much a good 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago. Who knows? Maybe even if you met this person, your person multiple years ago, maybe like decades, then it might be maybe like 20 years ago, 25 years ago, 30, But the thing is that you guys are finally, I would say, cosmically talking to each other in this energy of self-care. And that's why you might have some dreams about your person. That's why you might have some kind of interesting connection with your person, where it's like maybe you've been away from your person for quite some time, and you're like, maybe some of you Aquariuses, maybe you're like, I don't know, maybe this is not going to work out, and all of a sudden, lo and behold, Here comes your person, and they're talking to you, and you're just like, so it took me walking out for you to show back up. Maybe some of you could be very lenient, and you're like, okay, I understand. I know you're returning because you realized something. So it's like you could be in that position, or maybe some of you could be like, um, kind of like already have stepped into self care for quite some time, and your person finally got the memo, finally realized what was going on, and they are now stepping into self care, and it's just like you guys are vibing side by side with each other. Um, and when I mean side by side with each other, I mean like you guys are a very sincere pair together. We also have Hunter. Um, this could be on either side of the relationship between you two, um, where it's like either it could be you that's the one that is what you call it, chasing. You could be the one that's chasing, or it could be that your person is starting to chase. And the reason why they are chasing, or the reason why you're chasing, is because something really clicked. Something became understandable to the point where it's like, for some of you that are just entering chase mode, it could be like you realize something that has been hindered from you, or maybe from the other side, if your person is the one that's chasing, it could be like they're in the way of like understanding about something that has been hindered from them. And now it's like you guys are both locked on to each other. So it's like you and your person are energetically, not physically, energetically, um, seeing each other. Could be energetically, it could be cosmically, it could be telepathically, it could be in some way, shape, or form. Maybe it is physical. Maybe you guys are actually seeing each other, face to face. But the thing is that maybe a lot of you Aquariuses have been away from your person for quite some time, and it's just like their energy is just like in a path of like, you know, okay, Aquarius, I get it now. Okay, I understand how you feel now. That's what your person may feel right now. Um, let's go ahead and see what else shows up about you and your person. So then you may have some clarity about your connection, either if you are single or out there ready to mingle with your person. Let's go ahead and see what that is. Ooh, we got vanity. I feel like it's kind of like they finally realized that like that they've been in the past chasing a ghost, that they later came to realize that that ghost was actually the energy of you. That ghost was actually the energy of you. So yeah, that's what they were, what your person was doing I shouldn't say there because there could have been third party, but this is like your person kind of just like they're like having a very soft gaze in your eyes, or maybe having a very soft gaze face to face with you, where it's like it's not like a strict, um, not like a strict gaze, where it's just like they're angry or agitated or getting mean, but it's kind of just like they're just like looking into your eyes, like their eyes could be showing you the look of like, okay, Aquarius, I understand you, I know what's going on, I feel you. That's what your person could be saying, either energetically or physically. Um, any other cards that would like to show up about you and your person? Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay, so we got B, which is choose non-action. So I feel like the reason why the card B is showing up is because um, I feel like this karma that's going to be hitting, either if it already has hit or if it's just about to hit. Because when it's just about to hit, it's pretty much going to be within like a little less than a week from now. Little less than a week. And it is final. It is finalized to a time frame of little less than a week. So it's kind of like, for any of you that are still waiting for this karma to act, for the karma to show, for the karma to smack dab onto to the table, I feel like it's kind of like a energy of like, don't get physical with God. Do not get physical with God. You can be caring of God. You can be possibly concerned with God, or very caring about God. But the thing is that this third party is going to be the exact opposite of B. And guess what kind of zodiac resembles the opposite of B? Leo. The opposite of this card is nothing but a Leo. So it's kind of just like you're in this space of like choosing non-action, while this third party is like, oh yeah, if you're gonna choose non-action, then I'll be all about action. I'm all about action, baby. And here comes God with this swooping hand going like, oh yeah, if you're gonna be all action, then fine. Here's this, here's that, here's this, here's that. And sign here. And this could be sending shivers down this third party spine, where it's like they hear the all these different sections and what you call it, like part A, part B, part C, part D, and then sign here. It's like they could be being evicted. They could be being stripped of their monetary access. They could be stripped of their romance, things like that. And they fooled around with God. They really did fool around with God. And you're the one choosing that action. You're about to get yourself a gift. You're about to get yourself a beautiful, glowing gift. A gift that came straight from God Himself. So let's see. What does your ally have to say about this? What does your ally need to say about all this? The one that helps. Indulgence. So I feel like this helper of yours could be, you know, kind of like a servant in a way, where it's like this. They could be acting like a royal guard of yours, or maybe an actual royal guard of yours if you're really are that royal to the point where it's like you really do have a physical crown. Um, and maybe you could be known as like officially a prince or officially a king or queen, or maybe officially a princess if not a prince. Um, I feel like it's just like this helper of yours, this ally of yours, is the type of person that like helps you pamper. Where it's like you could be kind of just like, kind of like relaxing by the sun, right by a pool, where um, you could be over by a beach or an ocean, and this person could be coming over with a serving tray, going like, "What may I bring to you now, sir?" Or "What shall I bring to you now, ma'am, madam?" And you're like, um, for some of you, Aquariuses, for some of you that might be on the drinking half of this. If you are drinking, I would say, like if it's just runs in the family that you drink, I would say maybe you're like, a scotch would be nice, or a margarita would be nice for me. And or maybe you could be like, go fetch a margarita, would you? Or maybe you could be like, I fancy a margarita. Can you find one for me? And they're like, most certainly. Or they could be like, as you wish. And they go find it and bring it back to you, and they're like, the margarita you served, you asked for. And yeah, it's like it could, maybe some of you could be of English descent. Maybe some of you could be from England. If so, this could be like some of you are like actually royalty, like literally from the crown itself. Um, or if some of you may be on your way towards a crown of your own, maybe it could be like somebody actually helping you in a way of like helping you every inch of your own way. Where it's like you also do give this helper some leisure, where it's like if you lend me a hand with this very strategic problem of mine, maybe you could possibly even go about to say to this helper like, if you help me with this, I will most certainly help you out with that. And your helper says like, agreed. And you two are just like helping each other out ever since. Um, but I feel like for the most part, when it comes to like self care or helping your own self, it's just like there's this indulgence side of yourself where it's just like you're enjoying the sun, or you're enjoying the soft breeze, or you're enjoying the soft waves in the water. Or maybe you could be just enjoying like laying. If you're not on the water, maybe you're laying on the sand over at the beach or over at the ocean. Um, yeah. So I feel like this third party is like coming from a very negative end of indulgence. This it's kind of like you, Aquarius, is on the positive end of indulgence, while the third party is taking the negative. Where the third party is like kind of like the third party is, instead of being feathered, it's like the third party is like faster, faster, and whipping the whip, or maybe punching a wall, going like, "I told you, faster!" And the person's like shaking, going like, "Oh, okay, okay, faster, faster." But really, you are the one. You are the one that is doing indulgence perfectly, doing indulgence the right way. And a lot of people are actually starting to respect you. Who knows? Maybe you might end up getting the card respect from this deck. Because I do know that respect is actually in this deck. So who knows? Maybe you might end up getting it. Okay, so we have our next card, which is Risk, which is Take a Chance. So I feel like after the moment of indulgence, I feel like you're going to have enough energy, enough strength to risk. This could be like instead of like um that little radio call that um some astronauts would be saying on movies. I know it's not like the actual statement of one of the very first what you call it, one of the first spacemen or astronauts would say on the radio. But I keep hearing the phrase in one of the movies that are based on astronaut travel. There is the repetitive statement of like, Houston, we have a problem. I feel like that phrase is not what's being said. I feel like the statement that's being said here is the one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Or maybe one giant step for the race of which we are from, Earth. Or maybe you could be hearing the phrase coming from, gosh, what is that TV show? It's the one that goes like, space, the final frontier. I feel like that's what's coming up is like where maybe you could have this energy of exploring space, or you could be having the energy of exploring a new culture. Maybe you could have the could be having the you could be enjoying some kind of understanding of moving to a new location with this risk, where it's kind of just like I'm not going to tell anybody. I'm not going to say anything. I'm only going to talk about this to my most loyal and royal advocates, the ones that stand the closest to me, the ones that are my home. And you basically tell this person, like this helper of yours, or maybe you talk to your person if you are maybe at this point in like text messaging or calling or some kind of handwritten note or letter where it's just saying like, okay, meet me here. Or maybe you could be telling your person that like, hey, look, I'm going to move into a different town, or I'm going to move into a different city, or I've got a new house. You want to go ahead and join me there? And they could be like, yeah, sure, I would love to. Or maybe you could be talking to this helper and saying like, hey, look, I'm moving out. You want to move along with me because you are the most loyal friend of mine. And they're like, really? Really? I am the most loyal person to you? I really love that. Thank you. So they're like, "Oh, okay, okay, go ahead and get things ready for our travel while I get my bags." And and it's just like you guys move out from this previous house, or this almost extinct home that you're currently in, where it's just like you're about to leave this old home in the past, or maybe you're leaving this current home that you've been living in and moving to this new home, where it's like a fresh breeze, where it's just like you're coming into this new house going like, ah, now no one can know where I'm at, um, without without the thought of my trusty ally and the loved one that I'm with or connected to, if you put it that way. Let's see what else comes out about you and this ally of yours. That one? Yeah, that one. Yep. Just like I said, exploration. So I feel like it's kind of like you're stepping outside of your past comfort zone and moving into a new comfort zone. So it's kind of just like you're still in comfort zone, but it's like you're taking a new stride. You're taking this new connection of boundaries, of protective stances. If you're in that point of view, you don't have to, but I feel like for quite a few of you Aquariuses, that's what you're going through, because it does say boundaries on here. So I feel like you guys, some of you could be moving into new boundaries. Um, or it could be like actual physical boundaries where it's like you're going from your side of the fence to a new house side of the fence. where it's like kind of just like that exploration where it's just like, you venture outside of this current reality for some of you. Let's go ahead and see what else shows up for our final card. That one. Wisdom. Wisdom. I feel like with this exploration card showing up before this last card, I feel like this wisdom card shows this perspective of like you receiving something that doesn't really go to the average day person. So it's kind of like that thing where it's just like, okay, it's your divine connection, it's your divine knowledge, it's your divine understanding. You keep it mainly to yourself. Only the ones that are purely the closest to you, the ones that are your ally, your loved one. Possibly, maybe even if you're a pet owner and you're just like really heavy connected to pets. This could be like you directing your pets in a way where it's just like you're teaching your pets some very new tricks. Where it's like it could be like going from casual tricks to like they could be street performers tricks. So yeah, that's what I have from this deck for you guys. Showing on the bottom of the deck, we have equilibrium, we have assertive, we have reward, and we have truth with the wholeness right after that. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of equal give and take. Finally, where it's like instead of you being the one giving and you the one trying your very best to take, it's like these third parties are going to be like, wah, 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 wah. Just a little goofiness there. But anyway, that is truly what they're going to be doing, is that they're going to be going down, down, down. And now you're going to be with people that are truly going to be of this equilibrium for you. Where it's like instead of you just giving and not receiving, where it's like, you've been asking for receiving and all these haters and dislikers are not giving back. It's like you're giving, and these new people are going to be pretty much giving right back, and possibly even tenfold, to the point where it's like maybe some of your stuff that you've been waiting for quite some time are coming back to you. Where it's like the things that you've been waiting for quite some time now. You could be in this energy beforehand, right before this equilibrium card right here, where it's just like you're looking at your watch going like, it should have been here a moment ago. Where is that? Gosh, dang thing right there that I'm trying to go for. I'm not going to say the actual D word, but just so then we can keep our energy purified and clean. So the reason why I'm not saying the D word is because it's actually a very bad, very, very, very bad spiritual word. something that can actually cause a curse. So yeah, that's the reason why equilibrium is showing up, is that you're having a lot of good people showing. Now there is this assertiveness, which is kind of just like maybe now when it comes to these fake ass people that are pretending to be somebody that they're not, the type of fakers and fibbers that are just standing there acting like they cool, acting like they're part of the team, when really they're not. It's kind of just like, now guess who is going to be sitting back and watching while these third parties are going to start acting a little assertive. These third parties are pretty much going to go from like saying like, hey, I finally have you, I can do this with you, and then by the time God shows up and slaps that paper on the table and says, you better show me this, show me that, show me this, show me that, and sign here, or else all this shit that you're doing is going to be gone within a moment, within a split second. And basically, they did neither. They did neither. So they are losing. They are losing their cool. They're losing their cujo. And now they're getting all sort of going like, they could be in the spot now where it's just like, they're wrinkly, they got like weird scars going about. They could be like, maybe, they could be busting their head a lot. Maybe they could be, sorry to say this word, but they could be a klutz. They could literally be a klutz. But I'm not saying that to hurt anybody's feelings, but they are literally a klutz. Quite literally. So we also have reward, which is that gift that's coming in. It's like, while this third party is dwindling and dwindling and dwindling and dwindling, you're receiving this reward inch by inch. Maybe even receiving the entirety of the gift. Because here comes this truth bomb. Here comes the truth. It goes like, and now everybody knows what happened. Now everybody knows what happened. And you are whole while the third party is wholeless. Yeah. It's like, some of you Aquarius, maybe this was a laughing game. Who would laugh the last? And guess what? You were the one who laughed the last. And now third party is receiving a lot of karma. So, yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into some other cool cards. Some others that I think we've been doing on our lives, which is the Goddess and Sirens deck. So if you want to stay for that, by all means do. If you are just entering into our live, feel free to. By all means, jump in. This is a Aquarius only live right here. So yeah. So I feel like with this energy, I feel like you and your person are really much connected. For some of you that are just joining in, just so then you guys can get the gist for what we're reading. Also, I do want to let you know that for some of you that are dealing with the third party is now losing their mind. So let's go ahead and see what would like to come out from this deck. Possibly with a couple fewer cards, so then we're not going too far with time. Let's see here. We have Kuan Yin. We have Kuan Yin showing up. Just in case if some of you are having some issues seeing the card, I'm going to bring it in a little bit closer so you guys can see. So Kuan Yin is all about compassion. So I feel like not only is it in a general stance compassion, but it's also very specific compassion. So I'm not going to broadly state what the compassion is at a specific stage, but I will state it at a more in general stage, just so then you can keep the personal side of it very divine and intact. So then, you're not having any cross watchers going like, "Ooh, what's that?" kind of thing. So with the general side of compassion, it's kind of just like you have this energy of like interest. That's what compassion is. It's like here's a good sample. It's kind of just like maybe maybe you're the boss and you have this other person that's like saying something or maybe doing something that strikes your interest. So you're like, what you're doing there? That looks pretty cool. Or maybe you could be like, in this, other showcase of compassion, it could be like, maybe this could be you and your lover. Maybe you're looking at your lover going like, what you got there? And your lover is like, either could be like very softly showing you, or they could be like, I'm making something, but it's supposed to be a surprise for you. And it's like, okay then, okay, we'll see what that surprise is going to be like. So it's like you have some like wild interest where it's like you're not like standardly interested. It's like you got some intrigue, you got something that sparked your interest. So let's see what else shows up. Okay. Yeah, some of these may be reoccurring. The ones that were flipped out from showing upside down, but let's go ahead and see what this one that is showing right side up. The one that actually is being shown is Yamaya. Um, so your Maya or your Maya, however way you pronounce that, to your own terms. Um, this goddess is all about hope. So it's kind of just like there's a lot of potential where it's like it could be like you've done something and there's like where it's just like um, you've done something and like so many people were like boo, you stink. But the thing is that like you kept having hope. You kept having hope. You kept having hope. And all of a sudden, voila, or voila, here comes the very special person that either could be your lover or maybe even a student of yours, or could be a co-worker of yours. You know, somebody that could be just like wanting to learn from you. They could be some of them. Maybe you're dealing with like uh, caretaking of self, some kind of beauty mark of some sort, or maybe just enjoying the soft, fresh breeze. And that's what Aphrodite is all about with the self love, where it's like there's just like you, you, and you alone. Like it's just like that's what self love is about. Because it's just like there ain't anybody out there but you. Where it's just like it could be like you were being treated very wrongly by these third parties, by these extras, by these other people, that you're like, you know what, I know for a fact that I love myself, so I'm out of here, bye. So you left, and you still had the hope, you still had the hope of all that you've put out, all that you've created. And when you approached a new location, when you approached a new spot, all heaven is going to show. All heaven is going to show. While these other parties, these others, are receiving hell to pay. We also have Ostre, which is about new beginnings, new tides, new depths. It's kind of just like this energy where it's just like, um, yeah, it's like she is leaping from the ground, but she's reaching for the skies. So it's kind of just like, it's kind of like, you know for a fact where you're trying to get to, and you know how much it's going to take. So it's like you have that, you have that audacity, you have that courage of faith. I feel like a lot of you have the faith within you to hop up to that new stage. The faith of not being blackmailed anymore. If you are being blackmailed, the faith of not being stolen upon, where it's like somebody keeps stealing and keeps stealing and keeps stealing, or somebody that keeps blackmailing and blackmailing and blackmailing, and you're just like, you're like, All y'all is going to go down while I be going up. And here comes Vesta with home. This could be like the energy of protect your surroundings, protect not like protect the surroundings as in like side with the surroundings. I'm talking about protect your surroundings as in like make fortifications, make definitely do make those towers, make those towers. They're meant to crumble for a reason onto the wrong people, on the people that are not supposed to be messing around with you in the first place. Yeah, that's what Vesta is saying. Vesta is like let's create towers. Let's create fortifications around the home. Create fortifications around our temple. Create fortifications around our church. Create fortifications around our stables. Create a fortification around our city. Create fortifications around our castle. You know, that's what Vesta is coming around with. Is like you shouldn't let third parties get advantage of you. You should be the ones who's getting the advantage over the third parties. Because the third parties ain't worth shit. They are not worth shit. But the people that you are just about to move into, the new people with the new beginnings card with Austria, those are some really good people there. Those are some really, really good people. We also have Gaia for the final card, which is all about creation. So you could be creating some kind of cipher. You could be creating some kind of enigma, because you Aquariuses are enigmatic. You could be creating some kind of testimonial of faith when it comes to connecting to God, where it's like maybe you're creating a very new way of life as we know it. Because you guys are inventive. Like, you know, don't go against being inventive. Be inventive. Be inventive. Even if you aren't certified to be inventive, invent. Invent. That's what brings our society to a much more advanced way of being. Don't hinder, advance. God doesn't want people to hide. God wants people to stay true to themselves. And the reason why this third party wants to challenge God is the reason that he found out that this third party was the one that was hindering, was the one that was hiding, was the one that was preventing you from ever speaking entirely with God. Entirely not just sometime, like, you know, having some kind of communication with God. I'm talking about like they tried to, for their living ever God, knock you away from being the authentic Aquarius that you are. We got Kali on the bottom of the deck, which is all about fear. This third party could be very, 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 very fearful. We have Athena, which is all about strategy. Because I feel like this third party is like, okay, what's my next strategy? How should I take down Aquarius this time? And guess who has strength now? Aquarius. You're like, okay, so if you're not going to attack me, then I'm about to have my strength. I'm about to have my armor of God. I'm about to have spiritual protection here. I'm about to have healing here. I'm about to change. You ain't gonna do shit about that. That's what you're stating to this third party, and you could be melodic about that. You could be like truly possibly listening to some kind of maybe siren music, maybe some kind of mermaid music, if you're ever into that thing. Maybe there's like some kind of music where it's just like very vocal but melodical, where it's like practicing much more newer things in life. So anyway, let's clear the board for our final section of the reading. Anybody who is interested in Oracle, message cards, and also tarot, please feel free to jump on in and stop on by, maybe at least to be a part of this reading on this section, at least. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with this deck right here. This is going to be this here, and this here is going to be split between you and your person. And it will be just a couple cards from each for each of you. And also, as well as we're going to do a past, present, and future. What has Aquarius have in store coming from these cards, please? So we have freedom. Freedom. I have this song, like a really old song that's been around for quite some time now, that goes like, freedom, freedom. Dun, 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 dun. Do, do, do. Freedom, freedom, freedom. And it's just like, it's like a choir singing, but it's like you could possibly be singing a lot of Geico commercials. Where you could possibly see like a couple of people riding on motorcycles, going throughout the country highway on over in U.S., or maybe they could be over in Guatemala, or maybe they could be over in Panama. Maybe they could be over in Costa Rica. Maybe somewhere north in Mexico, where it's just like nothing but dry land. But we have the stand up card as well, where it's like all about like, kind of just like it. It's giving me this energy of like you're standing up in freedom, but you're also standing up in power. Where it's just like, okay, so since nobody has claimed my power entirely, I'm taking my power back. I'm taking my power that's currently here plus more. The ones that stole pieces and bits of my energy, pieces and bits of my side of hierarchy. So you basically start to gather and gather and gather and gather your leadership and your stand-up role and your authorization. And these third parties and extras are like acting like hungry sharks. They're like ah, ah, ah. But the thing is that like your energy is coming straight to you regardless of these sharks trying to bite it. It's like now it's the point in time where this energy of yours of authorization, of being a hierarchy, of being a leader, of being a stand-up, this is where you finally earn it all. Earn it all. And who knows, maybe even plus some. Where it's just like, God knows you're right, and now you're getting all this good stuff plus more. Abundance and the teacher, like I was saying. So I could easily run those two cards together as like the abundant teacher. But we all know that's not all. That's not all that you are. You're not just only an abundant teacher. You are an abundant teacher, but that's not everything. That's what a lot of people on the outside see you as, but a lot of people that are on the inside space that always have and always will, they are the type of people that know that there's more than just abundance in your energy. You have the will, you have the drive, you have the courage and strength to move forward. That's I feel like that's what some of the people state about you. The ones that are actually very loyal to you, very, very loyal to you, the ones that are of the utmost sincerely caring of you, Aquarius, they could possibly be an Aquarius. These people that are on the inside energy of you, they could be another Aquarius. Or it could possibly be Aries, Sagittarius, very occasionally Scorpio, Pisces, even though that Pisces is kind of just like a very slim chance for some of you Aquariuses. For quite a few of you Aquariuses, you do sometimes connect with the Pisces in some way, shape, or form, but you don't necessarily have to. Um, Also, if you guys are not connected to any fire signs or any of the water signs, you might be connecting to any fellow air signs. I already said Aquarius, but possibly Gemini or Libra could be of resonance of this energy. Very, very rare on the Libra. But anyway, let's see what shows up for Aquarius's person. Yeah. All right. So I got quite the message for you. Quite the message. So look, your person could be not just crying, but bawling. They could they could really have cracked hell out. They could be like, they could be saying saying aloud, or saying in the room, or saying it possibly to you if you guys have already, went face to face again, where it's just like you guys finally return to each other. It's like, and when I mean return to each other, I mean like somebody that's been out of your life for quite a few months, maybe roughly a year, maybe a couple of years for some of you who haven't seen them for a GIF or for a long ride. But your person is going to be like starting to recommunicate with you, but for the right reason this time. The right reason this time. And also, not just for the right reason, the right purpose. Because they could be not just crying, not just simply, not simply just shedding small, tiny tears. They're bawling. They're going crazy, sad. They're like, they could be like, they're like, I wish Aquarius would have been here. Um, that's what I'm getting when it comes to the heart card. So, yeah, your person could be really upset that they left you. They could be really upset that they done some very dumb shit. And when I mean dumb, I mean like to the point where it's just like they did something shitty and they ended up regretting it later. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I feel like you're maybe some of you, or maybe quite a few of you, stated this to your person, where it's just like, um, where it's like, some of you may have said like, I'm not all about regrets. Regrets are of the past. And maybe your person took that to heart, and maybe they started to try to dwell on that, and all of a sudden here comes all these bad things in their life, really, really shitty ass things in their life. They start chasing after ghosts. They start chasing after really bad people. They started chasing after addictions. Could be smoking, could be heavily drinking. Could be disrespecting spirituality if they're ever in some way spiritual. Um, Things like that. And they shook out of it at the very last moment, and they're like, "This isn't me. This isn't me. This isn't me. I should have done something different than this." And they could also be crying during this point, where it's like uh, they're like, "Aquarius, my other half. I forgot about it, and now I'm paying the price. So Aquarius really is my person after all that time." Yeah, and I feel like either they just had some really shitty mother, shitty father, or it could be that they just did not align with their mother or father, and now they regret some angle of it, and now they're coming towards you, going like, "Hey, look, I fucked up. I was not supposed to do this to you." And you could be like, "I understand." And maybe before they go like, "And but," maybe before they do that, you go like, I I caught your energy uh, for quite some time since we've been away from each other, and um, this this what I'm about to say next may be only for a select few of you Aquariuses, but you could be Aquarius A or Aquarius B. Aquarius A is the one that is kind of like, um, you have the heart to forgive straight up. And Aquarius B is the type of person that it is kind of just like, you know what, let's split ways. That's the Aquarius B, not B, but B as in like the letter B. Um, any anything else that you would like to say about Aquarius' person? Those okay. So we have tethered and caged. Yeah. Tethered and caged, and faith. So it could possibly be like some of you, or maybe a lot of you, are basically uh, walking with a certain stride, and your person could be, you know, touching your back or shoulder, saying like, "Hey, hey, look, I I'm tired of letting you go. Please stay with me." Where it's like they finally let it out. They finally let it out for all that time that they've held that within their heart, within their soul, within their very fiber of being. It's like they had to open it. They had to show it to you in order for you to accept how everything was, or is actually, maybe how everything is. Because some of you Aquariuses, not all of you, some of you Aquariuses could be at that moment where it's just like, I'm done. Like I'm out of here. That's what some of you Aquariuses could be like, where it's just like, I'm done. I'm out of here. I don't need this anymore. This is way too chaotic. And but in the phrase of like, I know there's better above this. But some of you could be like, instead of some of you could be like, instead of walking away, maybe some of you could be like, all right, maybe your person could be like passing you a short notes, maybe a love letter. And when I say love letter, I mean like not just any ordinary letter. I'm talking about a sincere love letter, like something that they finally get off their chest, where it's just like it's been burdening them for quite some time now. But anyway, that's why. Yeah, burden. Yep, tethered and caged. It's like they're stuck in the old paradigm of theirs, like going like, man, this is a burden right here. This is something that I should have not have done. So they go reaching towards you and saying like, hey, look, Aquarius, I done something very shitty and I apologize for it. Is there any way in your heart to forgive me? And also, they might put in their own additional sorry notes, where it's like they, some of them could be like, I'm sorry for dragging you into the wrong stance. I really did done fuck up. That's what your person could have said, or could say. On the bottom of the deck, for any of you that are masculine, or man, or if some of you are dealing with a man or some masculine, here you go. That's your confirmation. You're about to either be a father or a mother. Or could possibly be in the direction of being a mother and or father, where instead of being stagnant or very still, you're kinetic. You're moving towards it. We have Holy Spirit as well on the bottom of the deck, which is all about like this faithful energy of like, bliss and happiness and contentment and sincerity and beauty and all this wonderful stuff that this not pigeon, maybe it is a pigeon, but it's like this very light or very very white bird that is like, you could be seeing angelic feathers or angel feathers, how you describe them as. These could be like these motions that are going around the bird. It could be feathers, or maybe you could literally see a white bird, or it could be just the energy exuding from a bird that you saw. Maybe you see like this light essence within them, this angelic presence within them, and you're just like you could be like looking at the bird and you're like, way to go, bird, way to go, keep going, keep striding for where you're trying to get to, keep going. And this is what you're about to get in return. It's like you're talking to this bird saying like, keep going, you got it. And this could be in response, where it's like your person shows up, where it's like maybe they received it energetically, maybe they are like the catalyst of what you sent out into the universe, or they could be just like maybe they could be just like, you know what, I should basically tell my partner, the Aquarius, how I truly feel. So they go from standardly talking in this connection, where it could be just like on and off and on and off and on and off and on and off, to a on, staying on, and maybe having a little bit of some fun in the bed. Or maybe even bedroom if it's more than just the bed, but most likely bed. That's like what you call it, the point of the pyramid energy. But look, the Ankh card. Um, your person could be telling you that like, I always know, I always heard and received and seen that you were spiritual, but I also as well feel that you're spiritual. And that's like possibly a confirmation for some of you Aquarius out there, where it's like they maybe they haven't quite yet told you that you were spiritual, and now they're confessing. Now they're saying like, you know what, Aquarius, you're spiritual. You always have and always will. And with this song on the bottom of the card, on the as the very last to show from this deck, I feel like your person is exuding some kind of, um, you know, you know, kind of like finally kind of an energy, where it's just like they might look like they're drooping down, but it's like they're drooping down in the way of like, finally, finally I said it. Where it's like, they finally stated what's been burdening them for quite some time now. So now it's just like you guys are in some kind of romance together. For some of you, you could be in this Hallmark energy. Some of you could be, either the one that's chasing after this person, where it's like, word gets out, or this like you know, letter states that like you are now accepted to go to this ball, and you're like, yes, I get to go to the ball. But there comes these cranky ass sisters, or stepsisters maybe, cranky ass stepmother that's like showing up going like, you ain't gonna go to any kind of ball there, you ain't gonna see any kind of ball. But it's like you kind of act like you tossed it in the trash, but you hid that exception, that that you know, letter to the ball, where it's like, you know that this is your ticket to finally have a life for yourself, you know. But there was a lot of people going like, she's not worth it, she's not for that. Or maybe it could be, you're the man. Maybe you're like, maybe you're receiving these quotes from other people going like, ha ha, you're not worth it, ha ha, too bad, so sad. But the thing is that you, Aquarius, are worth it. So um now here's the difference. There are two exceptions. One that I have stated quite a few lives back about a dance or some kind of get together where it's like you literally have this knowing that the energy that you are being sent to about this dance or get together is a get together of a coven. But with this ball, the other invitation is actually somewhere more better than a coven. And frankly, very much more positive minded than the coven. So that's why you picked the ball over the dance. So you could have traded the invitation of the ball with the invitation of the dance, and you basically took the dance of the invitation of the dance letter and kind of like make it look as if it was the invitation to the ball. So these hateful ass people that have been backstabbing you, mocking you, making fun of you, they're about to see something very grim. About to see something very devilish. Very devilish indeed. Wow, you are going to a lovely, lovely party just meant for you, Aquarius. So we also have wisdom showing up for the first message card of yours. See a lot of like guidance, understanding, development, things like that with the wisdom card. We also have the invention card, which is, I feel like if you guys are receiving the ideas of inventing, the ideas of putting something together, you better do it. You better do it. It's God sent. Invent. I'm getting this like really old this really old statement that like some actors would do in movies where it's like they're like, I must invent, and it's the last thing I do. and then once they invent, they become super brilliant. It's like Nikola Tesla staged. It's like it could be Alexander Hamilton staged. Not Alexander Hamilton. It was what was that other Thomas Jefferson? That's what it was. Thomas Jefferson. Yeah, Thomas Jefferson. Even though that he was the president, Thomas Jefferson had also created some things that are being that are being influencing others, where it's like, you know, his inventions really did strive the entire United States, at least, maybe even most of the world. You know, what is showing up for messages of Aquarius's person? So, ooh, okay. Not only do we have a really cool card, but there is a message that I'm trying to get to you guys. There could be some kind of mountainous area that you're hoping to be at. Excuse me. I feel like there's a third party that does not want this to be fruited for the Aquarius energy. Somebody that just wants to keep this behind, keep this attacked. So I feel like you want to be on a mountain somewhere. You want to be in a very stable house. I gotta hurry up because we're already in 2 hours already. Jeez. So we have knowledge shown up as the first card of a message cards for your person. I feel like they're going to maybe like go from maybe allowing everything and anything when it comes to allowing even third parties to decreasing that perspective in a way where it's like they can only allow the sincere people, the ones that actually do care and do end up doing good things. And you, Aquarius, taught them. You taught them. No matter how you taught them, you taught them. And again, it can be cosmical, it can be telepathical, it can be through your dream state, it can be through any which way that you guys connect with. But just know that there are some sharks in the waters. It's like, excuse me, you and your person are actually in good terms when it comes to connecting with each other, but surrounding your guys' connection on the outer bubble of yours and your persons are these sharks. Anything else that would like to show up about Aquarius's person? Besides just the knowledge card? I know this might be a late reading for you guys, Aquarius's. If you guys are still up and about, for some of you who are in a different state or country, by all means, join on in. It's your reading. It is an Aquarius reading. I'm already part way through, maybe even most way through. But I just want to let you know that I did have some Aquariuses on a little while ago. So if you want to join on in, by all means, if you are out there still. The next card that shot out for your person is Vision, which is basically all about like they could be going from dipping their head down to lifting their head up. Like all the way up. Like it's just like I think I might know what's happening here. This might be the energy where you might be having some fun with your person. At least energetically. Energetically, I would say would be the base of this entire energy. But the furthest expansion that you guys have this connection with could be as much as face to face, like literally face to face. And obviously, I have a freaking phone call while I'm doing a live. I have resources, enlightenment, transformation, effort, and space on the bottom of the deck. Let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. I hope I am quick with this because I don't want to linger too much longer. So let's go ahead and get this reading done for you guys. So, past energy for Aquarius. This should be the very, very last few decks that we do. This one and this gold colored one right here. So we have the Four of Cups energy as the first cup of the past energy, which is kind of just like you could be, this is blocking the third parties. You're kind of just like, you're blocked, you're blocked, you're blocked, you're blocked, you're blocked, and you're blocked, and you're blocked, and you're blocked, and you're blocked. And you just keep going down the line of all the people that you sincerely do want to block. And those that are kind of close to blockable. And you just keep the most sincere people on your phone list or on your email list or in your sending out mail list. Okay, look at this. This could be confirmation of your person. The reason why this is in the past is because I feel like your person had some kind of clarity about you, some kind of acknowledgement about you, um, where it's like they realized that they done fucked up, where they done messed around, and they found out. Um, So it's basically like they finally realized who you truly are, past the field of gossip. They uh, they uh, they could have sat away from the third parties. They could have walked away from the third parties. They could have um, laid in bed and tried to figure things out about the third parties, about why the third parties are trying to implement you, things like that. What would like to also come out after the Four of Cups and the Temperance um, for Aquarius side of reading with past energy? Oh, okay. So talkative, talkative. Okay. Yeah. Like I said. All right. So was this okay? So it was that. Okay, I understand now. So we have, yeah, this is yours and this person of the energy of the temperance. This could be the zodiac that temperance exudes, or it could be somebody that just has a way of expressing temperance. You know, but it's like they're, I think, really deep down, ever since that they fucked up, they look at you, look at your pictures, watch videos from you or about you. They watch some kind of, you know, vision, or get a glimpse of a memory of theirs with you, and it's just like they're like, "Where's that in my life?" They're in the energy of like, man, I really do miss the Aquarius. Maybe Aquarius is right. Maybe I do miss Aquarius. And this is the other side of the little nippy napper. This is the type of person that keeps going like nitpicking. Like they're like, you're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do that. You're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do that. And they this This Knight of Wands ain't cutting. They ain't cutting it. This is the type of person that I'm saying that is going to lose money, lose their house, lose their belongings, lose everything because they've done fucked up. And guess what that third party is? Possibly a Leo. They could have said something to a coven. They said something to a coven that was to quote unquote get back at you, or possibly something that they said to a coven where it's like I'm going to keep Aquarius from moving forward. Where it's like there is some kind of angel where it's like you better not backlash now. You better not say anything rash. You better not say anything really bad or very, very dilapidated. Or else you better be getting a very, very strict king, very strict queen of yours. You're about to get something that you've been bargaining about. That is the complete opposite of this Aquarius. The type of person that can literally get into your fucking ear. Or maybe get into your fucking heart. And this lion's like, this is the Leo. This is the Leo as the lion. The Leo is like, I should tell that Aquarius that this happened and that happened. And I'm not going to accept it. I'm not going to like it. Rah! But the thing is that, like, this angel is telling a sincere truth. This angel is pretty much telling this Leo to let it go. And also for any cross watchers that are listening in on this, possibly more likely a Leo, for the ones that love to possibly cross watch, as the third party, they're like, ooh, I guess Aquarius is going to be in a good spot now. Maybe I can go ahead and start whining and bitching towards them at this point in time. But God and the angels and Jesus is like, nah, no, you better not do that. If you're going to do that, you're going to go down into the underground. It's going to be like, you're going to be dealing with the Undertaker now. You're going to be dealing with the Undertaker. If you do that, you're going to be dealing with the Undertaker. Oh. Hold on 1 second. I'm wrapping up. So we also have the Two of Swords showing up. Two of Swords is showing up because there is like a lot of wibble wobble kind of an energy happening with your person. They're like, should I do this? Should I do that? Should I do that over there? Should I do this over here? I don't know. but it's like finalizing decision. Finalizing decision. It is the very tail end of the Two of Pentacles. So we also have the Fool. I do want to say that not only is this mainly Aries energy, but this is also mainly Aquarius's energy. So this is like a hand-by-hand energy between Aries and Aquarius when it comes to the Fool. So this is the energy where it's like you're starting to notice, or maybe this person is doing something and they finally have a realization of like, okay, I'm moving towards Aquarius now with my state in mind that this is hopefully going to work out as a way of like really truly being together officially with Aquarius. We also have King of Swords in the reverse. So I have to say that somebody is not up to par on their leadership. And when I mean by up to par on leadership, I feel like they don't have that dominance energy. I feel like they are in some way, shape, or form the King of Swords, but here's the point. They lost the role of dominance. And that's how you two became lovers. And not just any kind of lover. I mean like lovers. And we have Three of Swords here again, but also on, this is basically more likely on your person's side as well. So your person could be upset that they let something go, upset that they done something very shady or destructively. So, jeez, wow. My time, I'm like almost towards midnight. Wow. Okay, I better hurry up then. But anyway, we're sitting at 2 hours and 28 minutes about. Okay, so we have these two for the last two, these two for the first two. All right, so we have the Sun, the Six of Wands, the Death card, and the Three of Pentacles. So this is what the third party was exuding. They were trying to stop you from walking away and telling you that like, yeah, we got our wedding approaching. We got our wedding to be proposed. We got our names up on the board. But this third party is just all talk. Third party is just nothing but all talk. So Yeah, you said I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I don't need any of this. This is not my doing. This is not what I'm going to accept in my life. And the third party's like, oh, you better do. You better accept this or else. And you're just like, bye. And you shut the door. You shut the gate. And they're like sitting in there in the dark, pitch dark, black, where it's just like, they hear the echo of breeze. And they're like shivering, going like, oh my God, what did I do? What did I do? Oh my God, what am I going to do? So yeah. Interesting. All right. So I see that your person is pretty much up to par on the growth of enemies that you have. They're having a understanding or enlightenment on what's going on, because it's like they've been backstabbed for the final time, and now they're veering away from guess who? A possible Leo. And the Leo's like, that's not fair. Both Aquarius and Aquarius' person is gone. What am I supposed to do? And they start tossing and thrashing and knocking over things and you know, smacking somebody beside them, and they're getting all pissed off and angry, and you and your person are happily moving on. And look what's on the bottom of the deck over here. Yeah, your person is very much aware. So we have for the future energy, we have the Ace of Pentacles. This does not mean money. This does not mean money when it comes to love or relationship or some kind of connection with somebody special. This is somebody that yeah, this is probably pretty much the conclusion of what's going on. This could be your person, where it's like they show you their ring, and it's like they start thinking, going like, is the Aquarius going to accept my ring? Is the Aquarius going to take it? And what I mean by this is the person that hands you the ring. This is the person that is your person, your twin flame, the person that you really like, and also as well as you seeing that they really do like you as well. Where it's like they're filled with emotion and wonder and curiosity, and you're the one that's like kind of just like shedding light on this energy, and like that woke your person up to the moment where it's like, okay, this point in time, I need to like if I'm gonna have a relationship with an Aquarius, I need to travel to that Aquarius if I'm going to be involved with them in a way where it's like being in a relationship with them, being together with them, being, represented as a family member with them. So that's what the Chariot and King of Cups is representing. Where the King of Cups is like feelings, whereas the King of Cups is kind of just like, how do you go about bringing those feelings to your person? Future for Aquarius' person. Oh, I see. So instead of looking elsewhere, they look within towards you. Where, or maybe look within towards themselves in a way where it's like you taught them how to love. Maybe they forgotten how to love really, and they finally learned from you how to really love. So it's like they do see the world, but it's like not looking outside, it's looking inside now. Like it's like it's like, kind of like that thing where it's like, no matter what I'm wearing, no matter what I'm doing, no matter what I am showing on the outside, I know that I have the spark, the feeling within my heart. And look, Four of Swords is exuding that. Four of Swords is bringing that to maybe a little bit of a deeper aspect or a realization. So it's like they thought long and hard about what they were going to do in their life, about how they feel about you, about what they see in the future about themselves with you, things like that. Let's wrap this up. I'm down to the last few cards to pull. Yeah, okay. Yep. That should be the last two. Yep. So expect the co-independent energy, because I feel like they realize that not only are you independent, but I feel like they're starting to realize some kind of independence, some kind of beauty mark of their own, where it's like they're like, oh, so this is what Aquarius has been feeling, what Aquarius has been really bringing to me all this time. I finally realized it. So this is what the Queen of Cups is exuding compared to the King of Cups. So it's like you guys could be seeing each other, where it's like the King of Cups sees the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups kind of feels the King of Cups, but it's like they're kind of the Queen of Cups is looking at the cup, going like, this looks a lot like the King of Cups' emotions and feelings. So then there's this Five of Cups in the reverse, meaning that they're coming from this energy of being dreaded and being upset to or maybe even coming from the energy of stuck to going towards the energy of being with you, of fulfilling the unstuck. Because they know that you actually fulfilled a lot in your person's life. So I feel like it's going to be returned to you tenfold. Where it's like maybe you could be teaching your person, and your person is like, okay, I have learned something that I would like to tell my person, Aquarius, about. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to possibly post onto our community forum or our community tab, however you pronounce it as, on our channel to tell you guys about the bottom of the decks of both. So then you guys can know that this is what was showing up past what had shot out during the reading. So if you guys want to be a part of that, I'm probably not going to have it out tonight, but I will have it out some point in the morning if you are Eastern Standard Time. But if you're from a different time zone, it should be maybe during the evening or possibly during the late night if you're all the way over on the Eastern Hemisphere of the Earth. But anyway, I want to let you know that we are going to be as well doing some shorts very soon. So please keep an eye out for that as well. I missed out on doing it last week. Last weekend. So I'm going to get it in this weekend. So please be on the lookout if you are wanting to be a part of that. I'm also during the weekdays after Sunday, I'm going to send out possibly one or two recordings. You should see that in the beauty beauty videos tab of the channel. So if you want to attend those, by all means. It's just like a general get together. Kind of like to mark as like the first few days of September, which is technically the ending of Virgo season into the beginning of Libra season. So it should be just joining into our fellow air sign Libra. So I feel like there is going to be some astrology happening very soon. So I'm going to make a pointer within those videos. So if you want to be a part of that whole thing, by all means, join on in when I make those videos, and feel free to comment. Feel free to throw in a like or a heart. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And if you just subscribed and you're new to the channel, by all means, hit that top notification bell after subscribing, so then you can be notified by any of the comments and or as well as content that we have put out for our channel. Also, there is a share button. So if you want to share to anybody and or anyone that for the zodiac readings are aligned to that zodiac, such as if it's a Libra reading, it should definitely go to a Libra. If it is aligned to a Sagittarius, it should go to the Sagittarius. If it is going to a fellow Aquarius just like yourself, please feel free to send it to a fellow Aquarius just like yourself. And also the comment section down below, if you want to put in any comments, if you want to put in any questions, if you want to put in any compliments, if you want to put in any such thing as like a quick little hello note, by all means, send them in. It could be literally any kind of comment. There we go. So just make sure that it's nothing rash, where it's like trying to berate this channel. That would be not the wisest thing to do. So yeah, just be careful when you get on a berate. Anyway, I hope all of you have a wonderful time. Thank you very much for being here. Love and light to y'all. And I will see you all then. Take care. Peace.